Black and white thinking is actually at the core of a number of mental health struggles. Hi, I'm Dr. Josh, licensed marriage and family therapist, professional clinical counselor, and chair of marriage and family therapy. And one of the ways that we often help our students understand mental health difficulties is through this lens of black and white thinking, in particular with what are often called the personality disorders in the old DSM Axis 2. And the German psychoanalyst Otto Kernberg created a wonderful model for understanding these through this lens that is developmental, meaning rather than pathologizing people with these particular diagnoses as bad people, we understand it from a developmental lens that can often include things like trauma. And the example he often uses is to imagine an infant, and when they're born, they only think in black and white. Milk, good. No milk, I'm hungry, bad. Good and evil, life and death. If I'm hungry and I don't have access to the milk, that means that I am going to die. But as we grow up, we have new experiences that teach us it's not just black and white, that I can be hungry, for example, and survive for a certain amount of time at least. That ability to live in shades of gray is vital to living lives that tend to be filled with more meaning and less disabling anxiety. But none of us are perfect at this. It's a lifelong process. And there will always be things that pull us back into the black and white, and most commonly that's what we describe as being triggered. That's when a particular life event brings up something, let's say it's a past traumatic experience or just something we haven't worked through yet, and we get sucked back into that black and white and it becomes overwhelming. And under Kernberg's model, those diagnoses of personality disorders are not things that are judgments of the individual, but rather descriptors of that black and white experience and how it is expressed in the world. It's also why when I'm working with someone who might be abusive to other people, I can still see how they might be struggling and how that abuse actually comes out of that particular struggle. And to begin to ask that question of how can we together begin to move through the black and white and into the shades of gray. Appreciate the comment as always. Let me know what else you'd like me to chat about in the comments below.